So if you looked in the past videos, we've got a patch comes up the corner, up here, and all the way across. Now we cut our corners nice and round. Do you have to? Do you not have to? It probably doesn't make a difference. But you want to block within a certain limit. We're trying to stay away from that main feature line on the side of the truck. So let's talk about what went on here. I should have done some videos and I didn't. But I tried to use something called Luma Base. This is the third time I've tried it. It's a sealer. You can get it in white, gray, or black. Luma Base. Anyway, had issues with halos. I'm thinking that there's something in it that's strong. It's almost like if you've ever used some of the spray paints or spray-on primers and they're not quite strong enough. When you lay down a base coat on top of it, sometimes the reducers are too strong. And what will happen, I'm going to show you something. Now here you can see where we sanded through the clear into another color or whatever that is. Sometimes you'll put like say an etch primer or something with a strong reducer over that, and it'll show that line right through. Because what happens is it'll go in and melt it. I should have put a bit of primer on that, so we'll probably just touch that up with a little bit of sealer and a brush. But that Luma sealer, I've used it twice. The one time I got halos in it, which is similar to what I just showed you. The second time I used it, I had a lot of fisheye on the truck, but it was such a greasy, nasty truck. And there was a lot of probably some kind of wax sealer of some sort all over it. The guy's one of those guys that washes and waxes every weekend, so we'll chop it up to that. But anyway, so instead of using a reduced epoxy, I figured, hey, let's try that Luma Base sealer again. I fired it on, and all our body work was done. Now keep in mind, there's filler from here all the way over there. We blocked most of it off. We're happy with it. It's nice and smooth. But yeah, so we shot it on and it kind of did that spray paint thing. And I'm thinking that there's some kind of solvent in the Luma Base sealer that is too strong for if you've got multiple layers of filler or something like that. I'm not really sure. So use your epoxy sealers. I don't think that's what the Luma Base is. It's some other kind of sealer, and I'm going to be honest. I tried it a couple times now. I gave it a fair shake. I think this is the fourth time. I think it worked on a small part once. So I don't know what's going on, but if you've used it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. But it kind of sucked. So what I ended up doing here, we had to wash a whole layer of base coat off because everything looked great until we hit it with that. And wherever the sealer kind of stopped, you're supposed to be able to paint right over it. Well, it haloed. So that's kind of what happened. So what I did, I was out of the epoxy stuff that I like to use. So I went into a urethane and I did 3 coats of primer surfacer, because after we washed it all off, I had to resand everything, and I was a little worried about if I missed any little inconsistencies. It didn't seem so, but I was concentrated on mostly where the work was done. And what I did miss, if you look up here, you can see, there's almost like a little sag line right through there. Don't know if I can catch it. I'm gonna try. There it is, you see it? So I don't know if that's in the bodywork or whatever that is, but we got 3 coats of this on there, so I think that'll block out just fine. But if not, we can always do a little touch-up work there, spray a tiny amount of sealer on it, and then paint the truck. It's kind of up where there was either no bodywork or maybe some scratches, but at any rate, this wasn't a bad way to go. Now there's a downside to this. I can't just paint over this like a sealer. So this will have to be sanded, but we will get it smooth. And the nice thing is, and it's hard to tell to get the reflection in it, but as you can see, there's a lot of definition there. Actually, that's pretty good. It is flat. Once this is blue, nobody's going to know that this box side has ever been touched. And that's kind of what you want. like our body line or feature line, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty, it's straight. Everything is straight and nice. We're really happy with it. And we did concentrate on the way these boxes are. When you weld across through here, they will sink a little bit. What you don't want to do is make it too flat. It'll look choppy compared to the rest of the truck. The whole truck is kind of rounded out. So I don't know if we can catch that, but I think, well, you can see how it's almost square at the light. Not quite, it's round, but it gets a little bit rounder, and that continues through the whole truck. So you want to keep that. And what happens is if you block it too hard and you make this between here and here square, you're going to have this real square spot. And sometimes it doesn't look bad, and sometimes it looks odd. So keep that in mind. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you block up and down and you don't take too much out of the middle. But yeah, it looks pretty good. We're pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching.